Hello, hello everyone. Thank you for joining the meeting today. Um, as I said before, it will be a continuation of where we ended yesterday, and I was just waiting for people to join us because I can see not many of you are joining here today. Maybe it's because of the holiday or something. So we'll be proceeding. Um, I'll try to record this meeting for the benefit of others. And also I have a presentation here. I hope you guys can see it. So can you guys hear me and see my presentation? Hello. Okay, that is great. So interviews and presentation skills part 2, or it's the continuation of where we ended yesterday. So what we've covered already is oral interviews, things we need to have beforehand, online and in-person interviews. Also, we gave each other some tips for successful interviews. And topics we have today, we'll have inside the room, where we'll talk about what's happening when you're actually in your interview room and things like that. Also, we'll have a quick overview on some interview questions that are really common for some schools, and also a case study by school and some planning and reflection. I hope the people who are responsible for these schools will join us, and if not, then you will have to contact them for some information regarding the schools. And lastly, I'll share some recommended resources for you guys to have a look, so that you feel more prepared in your interviews. And we'll have a question and answer session. So you guys will have an opportunity to ask some questions, and we'll be answering them, depending on your questions. Also, I'll be interchangeably using college and high school like a single term, and that's just a meme. So inside the room, things to take into consideration. You have to be on time. So I'm insisting this. I've been insisting this since the last session. Be on time, whether it's online or in person. Just make sure you're on time, so that your interview starts on the scheduled time or the time that is accepted for you to start your interview. Because when you're late, things won't go the right way. So you just have to be on time. Be smart. I remember we talked about this yesterday. So be smart. Just make sure your outfit, your clothes are nice and clean, and avoid expensive outfits, because it's not a job interview. It's a school interview. So you're not expected to wear something expensive like a formal suit or something, because you're not going for Model United Nations or something. So just be smart and wear it casually. Be cool and just make sure you're nice and smart. Also, follow the instructions given. So, example, you are you have an in-person interview, and you've just moved into the room. You're told maybe to sit somewhere. So just respect and just follow the instructions given, or whatever you're told to do in the room. Just follow the instructions given, because if you're not following the instructions, it's like a quick point that you will lose in your interview. So just make sure you're following the instructions given. Another thing during your interview, whenever you're stuck, or you feel like you have a question or something, or you didn't hear properly, just be free to ask them to restate their question. In just in case if you didn't hear properly or something. And also, this is actually good because it can save you some seconds, to think of an answer for a question that you were asked. So it's okay to ask some questions, but not so frequently. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay to be nervous, but not too nervous. So sometimes the interviewer can ask you, "Are you nervous?" And it may happen that you say, "No, I'm not nervous." But then during your interview, you show all the signs of being nervous. It's like you're talking something that's not the true you. So they might ask you, you can say, I'm a little nervous or something. It's okay to be nervous. You're a human being, but not like too nervous or something. Yeah. Okay. In your interview, face your interviewer. Don't be shy, like looking away, looking some stuff, looking some other stuff. It shows like some signs of being shy and like you're not ready, you're not prepared. Just show the enthusiasm to the your interviewers and have a look in their faces. So face your interviewer. It may be one or it may be a panel of interviewers. So just face them, your interviewers, and ask questions if given that opportunity. So commonly, the interviewers give you an opportunity at the end to ask some questions you have. So yeah, use that opportunity effectively. Remember yesterday we talked about some things, some questions that you could ask some interviewers. So it's always good to ask your interviewers some school-specific questions. Just yeah. So if you're given that opportunity, please do so and ask your interviewers the questions. And quickly, we'll jump into another section that will be common interview questions. Common interview questions. And so we have the questions which are looking for if a student is fit with the specific school you're applying to. Questions would be like, why do you want to attend our school? Or what can you contribute to our campus? So they have various reasons why they're asking these questions. And one of them, the reasons why they ask these questions, they want to know if you're genuinely interested in this school you're applying to, and also they want to know like what makes you outstand or stand out from other applicants. So in order to approach these questions properly, you need to have like done like extensive research for the school, so as um, you answer it and approach it effectively and answer it effectively. So we have an student answer strategy for college fit questions or school fit questions. You may talk about what you've learned about the school and why you feel it's the right place for you. Also, you need to remember that you must research the school ahead of time to answer this type of question well. And remember to discuss extracurricular activities and achievements that show your interests and passion. So this is actually important for you to answer this kind of questions where the interviewers are actually finding if you're a good fit within a specific school you're applying to. Through doing this, it will help you to actually approach this question properly and yeah, save your time and things like that. You'll be in a good position doing this research. Um, so the second point we have is interview questions about a student's personality. So we've seen some questions regarding um, your questions regarding if the student is fit for school. Now we have some questions regarding the student's personality. So we have like this question says, what three adjectives best describe you? And another question is, what are your strengths? And also, what are your weaknesses? These questions are very common in various interview questions, and you need to prepare yourself in answering this. The first things we need to know is, why do they ask this question? So this is one of the most common questions asked in a college interview, because it comes up because they want to see you. You can think and speak about yourself. And the best strategy to answer these personality questions, you just give examples of how the chosen adjective describe you. Example, I'd say maybe you say you're resilient. So what thing have you done that show your resilience? You need to like show. Don't just tell I'm resilient or like being like describing something, that will be like a weak point. So be sure to describe like effectively the adjective you're choosing, and don't just like choose common adjectives. Just find something that's really you, and you can discuss how you've used your strength to accomplish something, and also talk about how you overcome your weakness. Don't just say your weakness, but you can like describe a story or something like that. For example, here you can say, because I have a hard time in learning new languages, I set aside time to study them. That's a little bit short, but you just see, if you have enough time, you can like explain a scenario or situation that shows like how did you take your weakness as an opportunity to grow, and you show resilience through doing that. So another thing we have is interviewer questions about students' activities, interests, and goals. I remember yesterday we talked about having an interest profile. So actually, having an interest profile will help you in answering some questions in your interview, because you're sure of what you're doing, and you know what are your plans and what you love, what you don't like, and things like that. And actually, interviewers have some questions regarding about on your interest profile. So a sample of these questions: what activities do you find most rewarding? What's your favorite book? What do you want to do after graduating from our school or college? Yeah, or whatever high school you're going to. You might face these kind of questions. So, why are they asking this? So, interviewers ask this question because they want to get to know you better and learn what's important to you. So, it's basically they just want to know more about you. What's your favorite book? You have a favorite book. Don't just like mention it or state it. Um, Say how your characters or how your goals are aligning with the values of the your favorite book, or they even might ask you a movie or something. So a book or a movie or anything, or kind of music. So connections, just make connections to your interest and your goals. You have to make connections in that. um another thing another thing that we have here is activities you find that are most rewarding. You may have an activity that you like or that you love that you did in your high school. So just explain it about it and like show impact in your activity that you did, that you're passionate about it, and so that your interviewers understand that you're really passionate about something. Yeah, the same to what do you want to do after graduating from our school. Everybody has some goals and things they want to do. So just explain it well and make sure they align and connect. We have a little bit of explanation here. Students answer strategy for entrance questions. Make sure to answer questions about personal interests and hobbies during college or school interview sessions. It's not always about academics. So to form an answer, think about why. Like, why are you saying that activity? Why are you saying the specific book? Why are you saying the specific music type? Why are you saying the specific whatever? Yeah, like why? So why are those activities the most rewarding? Why is a book your favorite? So if you have a major in mind, or your college plans, your university plans, talk about why you're interested in that major or that subject. Discuss how you think the college can help you meet your goals, and be sincere and honest in your answers. Don't say things just to impress the interviewer. So yeah, don't just say something, yeah, to just because you're thinking it will impress the interviewer. Just be genuine, true, honest, and sincere, and everything will be okay, and you'll be fine. Okay, we have this one thing here, which is unusual college interview questions. So some questions may be unusual, and it's okay to meet these kind of questions. So we have here some questions like, if you had 1,000 $1,000 to give away, what would you do with it? Another thing is, what's your opinion on a current event that's of your interest to you or that you feel passionate about? If you could change one thing about your school, what would it be? So these are some questions that are kind of unusual, but you should expect some questions that you didn't expect. Some questions like this. And why are they asking this? These questions, which can seem random, come up because the interviewers want to see that you're uninformed, curious, and a careful thinker. So they need you to think, like have a global mindset, I'd say, like open mindedness, or you're like a critical thinker. You're also informed. You know what's going around your community. You know what's going around the world or some events. So you need to like have some information, like be an informed person. So as you could approach these kind of questions. And we actually have here we have some strategies to answer these questions. So basically, these unexpected questions that may be asked during a college interview. So they often catch students off guard. Are you enthusiastic or about a certain issue? Can you explain your position? Try to think about what matters to you and what you care about and how that applies to the question being asked. Example, you'd say you talk about the development of AI or artificial intelligence. There's ChatGPT, there's Bard AI, there's DAL E. There's a lot of AIs today. Presentation AI, blah blah blah. So if you're interested in AI, you may talk about the advancement of AI and how it aligns with your computer science goals or your plan to study data science or anything concerning artificial intelligence, or you may not even be interested in pursuing computer science, but you can just explain your position, like how you feel, how you're concerned with the matter, just to explain and answer the question properly. So you just need to be informed and be informed about these, and just so that to be sure about the questions you're being asked, and approach them effectively. We have this last question here, which says, "What is an obstacle you've faced, and how did you get through it?" This is like very, very common. Um, I think it's also in the university applications common app, but it's like somehow sketched. But it's actually this. So this question is very, very common. Why are they asking this? So colleges want to know if you faced and overcome any significant challenges in your life. They also want to see that you're persistent and willing to work hard in order to overcome these obstacles. So we're all human beings. We face through difficult challenges. They want to hear a story. Don't just like explain or define terms. They want to hear a story from you. On any obstacle that you faced, any challenge. Maybe it was during a holiday, or it was a night before your final exams, or it was first day at school. I don't know. Or it was you went to the market with your friend to buy some stationery. Any, just think about anything that you think you can explain it like well, and like show how how you were involved in that situation and how you overcame that situation. Describing including relevant skills by showing how you overcame the challenge that you faced. So what are they looking for? It's fine if you haven't had some awful or incredibly difficult obstacle in your life. Think of a time when you faced a problem that challenged you and you put in a lot of effort to solve it. Your obstacle could be related to your home life, school, or an extracurricular activity. In your response, explain how the obstacle challenged you and emphasize what exactly you did to overcome it. So, yeah, that's basically what they're looking for when asking you this kind of question. And how to prepare yourself. So, think of a significant challenge you've had in your life and how you dealt with it. What did you learn from the problem? How did you solve it? And did it change or influence the way you address similar problems? So, these are kind of questions for you to ask yourself when trying to approach this kind of question. Yeah. Okay. So we have one thing here. How do you answer questions you didn't prepare for? It's always like you'll always find or you'll always been asked some questions that you didn't prepare for, and how do you deal with this kind of situation? Because sio kila kitu ambacho utakuwa umejiandaa utakuwa umekikuta, or so utakuja kuwa surprised with some stuff. Undoubtedly, the questions above aren't the only possible interview questions. Regardless of how much you prepare, you'll almost definitely be asked a question you weren't expecting. There's no need to be too nervous, though. Just try to give yourself honest, detailed answers. As long as you're thoughtful and professional, you shouldn't worry too much about surprise interview questions. Also, you might be able to incorporate some details from other questions you prepared for in your responses. Example, for any question related to academics, you could probably include details from your response to the question, what are your academic strengths? If you want to get more comfortable with the interview process, have a friend or a parent ask you questions about yourself and respond as if you were in the interview. This is an excellent way to prepare you for the real deal and will give you some more confidence. So, this is like one way to actually prepare yourself for some questions that you actually didn't expect, because it's common to meet these kind of questions. Yeah, you'll be asked some questions that you didn't prepare for, and you just need to be ready, and just be not too nervous and get some time to think and approach it effectively. As far as you like umefanya research ya kutosha for the school you're applying to or being interviewed, you'll be fine for the questions that you actually didn't prepare for. Um, so we're supposed to have a little case study by school and talk a little bit about some planning and reflections on specific schools, on the interview process. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have African Leadership Academy, UWC, EMIS, Alcanta, Haven of Peace, and IST. And in case anybody here is absent, I'll just share the contacts with you guys. In case you're applying to the any school that is listed here. So I'll talk a little bit about ALA. So basically, the interview for ALA, you'll be interviewed online. They'll just send you an email if you like become a finalist. They'll send you an email about your interview, and you have to schedule it. So just remember to schedule your interview, and they commonly use Microsoft Teams. Just be on time. The interview will take about 30 minutes or less, but yeah, around 30 minutes. Most of the questions that you'll be asked will be regarding your application, what you wrote in your essays, if they want to know anything more. Some questions will be surprising. So just prepare yourself. Make sure you know what's the school's mission and vision. They might ask you what are you currently doing, or what are your plans in case you're not accepted by ALA. So you need to prepare yourself for some questions like that, and also some questions will be random, a little bit random, because you won't be familiar with them or you've never heard of something. But you'll be fine if you had enough time to prepare yourself for the interview. So just arrive on time, and yeah, be sure to have a good conversation with your interviewer. Yeah, that's all. So for ALA, prepare yourself, like know the school's mission and vision. And if they give you an opportunity to ask the questions at the end, ask like a real serious question that someone said yesterday is like not easily answered from the school website. So be familiar with the school website, be familiar with the school values and mission, and that's all. They have a single interview, and then after that they'll send you admission decisions, like after like some time. It depends which window you're applying to, if it's regular or early. I think you guys are applying early decision now. So I welcome Verus to talk about UWC, United World Colleges. So you're most welcome.
So hello everyone, Merry Christmas, and I hope unboxed some gifts. So about UWC interviews, it's actually the same. So for us, we go through 5 stages. So we have 5 stages of your online applications. First, you'll show your like expression of interest, to just show them that you would like to apply to UWC, and it's actually easy. Just fill in your name, the school that you're from, or whatever. It's not that hard. And the second stage, so from that, I think they shortlist some students to the second stage. So you also attach your NECTA results. So now you see if you have Division One and more, it's not good. On a I think from there then you go to the next stage, the second stage, and then you're on like it's on like online full application. And then you fill in the essays, the nini. You get like it's not a lot of essays, it's just to see who you are and if you can fit in the UWC community. So like to advise you guys, you need to like know you need to know the values, the missions of PwC, the mission statement, vision statement, and whatever. And you need to like see if you actually fit in the community. And sorry, ish. Okay, gonna continue. Sorry. Then, so the essays are to like make sure that you show them that you're actually a good fit for their school, and you answer them properly. Don't, if it's 100 words, just be, don't exceed some words. If it's 100, just do 100 or less. It's good if you do less. And yeah, we've talked about how you write your essays, and I think everyone is familiar of what essays are expected in these schools and what they need to see from your essays. So I won't talk about that. And then after there, they also shortlist other students. Then they call you for like group interviews. So these group interviews, for our year, they only called up like 46 Tanzanian students out of like the 2,500 who applied. Plus, I don't know the exact number, but it's 2.5K plus. Then in the group interviews, what they actually do is they split you into groups, and they will give you activities from the morning to and up to like 5 in the evening, and they want to see if there are some things that they're looking for: teamwork, um, communication, being open-minded, being whatever balanced. You don't want to do much. You want others to also speak. You want others to also raise their points and whatever. So you need to like be in between there. And from the group stage and from the group interviews, they will also shortlist other students to be called up for the individual interviews. And in individual interviews, in the same thing, kama tu IST huko maswali yale yale. Tell us about yourself. What will you bring to the school? what do you think you benefit from the school, and vitu kama hivyo. And they also ask you questions from your ile online application ile ambayo ulijibu essays. They also ask questions, whatever they need to know about you, they also ask you. Or you just have to like be cooperative to the judges, and just give them your honest response and hope for the best. Then the last stage is financial applications, and then financial applications comes after the nomination. So they will nominate students, like Tanzanian students. So for our year they nominated 13 students, and then those 13 students ndo mnakuwa mnasubiria hizo sasa kwamba mtaenda shule gani. Washakuchukua lakini you still don't know where you're gonna go. If you're gonna go to East Africa or other campus outside. Then so you wait for the offer to come, but then you're also applying for the application, like for the financial applications, and that's like in March. I forgot to mention that the application for us, they started in February 1st and they ended on March 16th. So it's actually a 1 month thing that you need to be in there. You actually need to be in there for the group interviews. You need to be in there for the individual interviews. And the rest parts of the interviews, you can just be wherever you want to be. But then that's the third and fourth stage. You need to be there for you need to be in there because you will be doing like one-to-one and what interviews. And so after financial applications, you get your offer, you get your scholarship, and that's how you end up being in a UWC campus. Thank you.
Thank you, Verus, for your contribution on UWC. And for Emis, I'm not sure about Mike and Jonah because they aren't here. They like wana dharura. So you guys will have to have like a session to contact these people. Just to know about the interview for Emis, because they have like 2 interviews, and in case you're applying to Emis, it will be better to contact Coach Mike or Jonah. Now we have Alcanter here. So can Rahel speak a little about the interview process about Alcanter? Yes, we can hear you.
Interviews umeshavisema, lakini kuongezea tu kidogo kwenye interviews za Alcantara, like they first need to confirm if that's you. So like whenever na maswali mepesi mepesi like what's your name and all that, because the school is very far from Tanzania, kwa hiyo they just need to confirm if it's you, like, and the details ambazo umezitoa and zina relate na wewe wakati wa interview. Then kitu kingine they may check if you can read and like interpret something. I was given a poem to read and like try to explain something about it, but it was an okay poem. So they were just checking if I know English because I'm from Tanzania and the national language of Tanzania is not English. So yeah, I got something like that, and like other simple questions which Albert has been explaining. So yeah, that's it. Nothing much, and you just need to be confident and try to express yourself as much as you can. And kwa sababu nimepata hii chance ya kuongea, naomba niongezee kitu kimoja. So let's say kwa mfano kama ilivyokuwa nasema Albert, umepata swali ambalo it's a surprise question ambayo like they just need to know more about you, and ukiachana na nini na vitu ambavyo mmevipresent wakati wa applications, unaweza ukauliza tu swali lingine. It's okay kama unahitaji muda wa kufikiri kidogo, unaweza ukasema this is like a conversation, unaweza ukasema please give me some time to think about it, then take like 10 to 15 seconds to think about it, and ukisha organize your ideas then unaweza ukaongea. Please, like, don't say give me a short time to think about it, then you ukakaa dakika mbili nzima. Hapana. So it's like you just think for a few seconds. That's okay. alafu unaweza ukaji express more confidently. So yeah, that's it. Asante.
Thank you, Coach Rahel. That was so fruitful about Alcantara International College, and also for Haven of Peace Academy. I'm not sure if Caroline is here today. So if you have any question about Haven of Peace Academy, you have to contact Caroline, and I'll send the contacts in the WhatsApp group for anybody applying for HOPAC. And lastly, we have IST, International School of Tanganyika. So it's me, but can Elimelech talk about this? Elimelech, are you online?
It's just about Nikusu to the interview process, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So kwenye interview itakuwa baada ya the written interview ambapo mtafanya the exam, then watu 10 wataita for the interview. Mtafika kwenye preparation, labda kupitia kwenye interview na YouTube videos na nini, mnaambiwa why at least nusu saa muda fulani hivi kabla ya interview. Ila for IST msije mkawai sana, mimi ilinikost niliwahi karibia saa zima kabla. Kwa ukija utarudishwa tena, utaambiwa usubiri au nje, ni kama dakika 10 hivi kabla your interview kwanza. Kwa for IST you have to be at the campus, mtaelekezwa sehemu ya kuongelea na nini, ila at least dakika 10 hivi, yani usiwahi sana. Yeah, utafika, utapokelewa na admission officer Kasali, mtamuona, atakuchukua, atakuuliza maswali mepesi. Be confident, usiogope. Akiwa anakuuliza ni kama tu kukaribisha na nini. Ya atakupeleka kwenye chumba ambacho mtakuwa mnafanyia interviews. Ukiingia utakutana na wanakuwa wangapi? Kuna counselors wawili ambao watakuwa wanawafanyia interview. Ni counselors wawili, mwalimu wa Kiswahili na enrollment manager Nkasali, pamoja na sasa kama kuna wako wangapi?
Wanakuwa like 7 or 8, because 7 I think, or 6, because there's a school principal also, and
School principal.
like yeah.
Kwa ni kama wangapi? 2 counselors, mwalimu wa Kiswahili, enrollment manager, school principal. Sio watano? Anyway,
Yeah, it's like 5.
5 au 6. Mwalimu wa Kiswahili atakuwepo kusaidia kama labda kuna sehemu utashindwa kuongea, labda umeulizwa, sababu na ile wengine hao wote karibia wote ni wazungu. Kama labda umeulizwa ukashindwa kuelewa, watakusaidia. Au labda umemwambia kitu unatamani mwalimu wa Kiswahili aelezee ili waelewe vizuri kwa Kiingereza, it's okay. Ila watakuwa hao na nile watu kama nile wateja ambao watakufanyia interview, utakaribishwa. It's okay to be nervous. Sio kwamba utaenda pale ndio utakuwa unajitahidi kujiamini, lakini at first unaweza ukawa nervous, ila ukishatulia utapewa maji. Kwa hiyo kwa mwanzoni pale unaweza ukawa unaogopa na nini, ila ukikaa ukatulia unachukua confident. Kingine usikalili, kama labda the first question will be maybe tell us about yourself, lakini unaweza kuulizwa tu swali lolote ambalo ndio ni kama hilo, lakini inaweza kwa namna tofauti kama sisi tulivyofanyia. Tulikuwa tumejiandaa labda kwa swali hilo, lakini ikaja kwa namna tofauti. Kwa hiyo usikalili. Maswali yanayoulizwa ni mepesi actually. Ni kuwa tu authentic, labda kuwa very creative. Kuna maswali utaulizwa ambayo ni kweli kabisa utakuwa hujajiandaa. Kwa mfano tuulizwe swali kama labda kuwa IST kutakusaidia labda kuwa ni kuwa na impact niseme globally. Kwa mfano mimi nilitoa mfano kabisa kwamba nikija hapa, yani kuna cultural diversity kubwa, labda nikiwa na rafiki labda na mtu from the US, halafu na mimi nikaja, ilikuwa swali inauliza na nili kuwepo IST kutanisaidiaje ku improve labda international relations. Nikatoa mfano tu kwamba nikiwa labda na rafiki from US, kama marafiki, nikawa president wa Tanzania, akawa president wa US. Yani unatoa mifano fulani hivi, yani you take it in form of stories, lakini vina make sense na vinakupa credit. Kwa hiyo you have to be very creative. Pia kwa sababu ni wazungu, wanaweza kukuuliza kitu ukashindwa kuelewa haraka haraka. Yani usiogope kuuliza mara ya pili, kama labda samani unaweza kurudia ulizo. Yani they are very friendly, watarudia ambacho wameuliza na utaelewa vizuri ili uweze kujibu vizuri pia. Na kama alivyosema Rahel, if you need at least like 5 to 10 seconds kufikiria cha kujibu, itakuwa vizuri zaidi, ili usije ukajibu tu randomly afu ukaja kujutia baadaye, kwa sababu yani ni muda mfupi sana, afu yani huo muda yani una effect kubwa kwa jinsi utakavyotumia na vile utakavyoongea. Kwa hiyo nahisi ndio hivi vya muhimu. Maswali yanayoulizwa ni ya kawaida ambao mtakuwa mingi mmejiandaa, lakini pia expect questions ambazo mtakuwa hamjiandaa, like the weird questions ambazo zitakuja tu. Kwa hiyo ni kujiamini tu, pray, muombe Mungu akusaidie uwe confident, sababu ndio yani you must feel a little bit nervous. Yani hivyo tu, jiamini, jiandae vizuri.
Thank you so much, Elimelech. That was so helpful and so fruitful. So for people applying for IST, there are some tips to take into consideration in preparation for your interview.
Albert,
And I'd like, yes.
kuna maswali specifically huwa yanajirudia for IST, but sio lazima kuetaja sasa hivi, labda wale ambao watapita for the interview stage, like kwenye stage ya kufanya interview, kwa sababu tutakuwa bado in touch, tunaweza tukawasaidia. Kuna maswali specifically huwa yanaulizwa au yanapenda kujirudia ria, kwa hiyo tunaweza tukawaambia kwa wakati huo kama yanaumuhimu kwa sasa.
Yeah, for real. So kama Elimelech alivyosema, some questions which are like so repeated, we'll be in touch with you guys for the ones who will succeed to the interview stage and following. Thank you for giving us a good reminder about that. So some resources you guys to have a look. I recommend some websites, College Board, Prep Scholar, and the Princeton Review. So these websites are common and trusted. They have some simple tips that may help you like not be like so nervous and feel prepared about some common questions which you might be asked. And for YouTube videos, have a look to the YouTube accounts for the schools you're applying to, because you'll like have an understanding what's the school spirit, how the students participate, what kind of like school staff are there, what kind of people are admitted and things like that. You just have an insight about the school. And also there's some YouTube videos like talking about for interviews. You can have a look, just be careful about what they're saying. Uwe tu makini, maana zengine ni interviews za job huko. Kwa unaweza ukawa umeandaa ukakariri phrase ambayo unaanza nayo, alafu kafika ukaulizwa kitu kingine tofauti na ambacho ulikuwa na expect, alafu karibu mambo. So yani kuwa tu makini, but vitu ambavyo ningependa kurecommend ni baadhi ya hizi hapa resources zinaweza zikawa nzuri for you guys to prepare yourself. And this session is coming to an end. Just in case if anybody has a question or something, if anybody has a question or if it's clearly understood, that's good.
Mkiwa mnaandaa maswali wakumbusha, it's just like to remind you, kwenye interviews ni jinsi, yani you are like marketing yourself. Alikuwa anatuambia Innocent last year, you guys are like marketing yourself, yani ni kama unajiweza the interviewers, yani kama unaonesha kwamba wewe ni bora kuliko wengine, kwa sababu unatakiwa wewe ndio uchaguliwe upite kwenye interviews. Kwa mnaweza mkao mmefanya labda kitu, tuseme sana wengi wao wanakuwa wamefanya labda tuseme charity, Kwa hiyo nyote mnaweza mkawa mmefanya charity au mmefanya a certain project at school au mmefanya kitu ni similar, yani what I'm trying to mean. Ila the way you express it matters a lot. Yani jinsi utakavyoongelea kitu yako. Kama labda mimi nilifanya hivi, onesha impact. Okay, kwa nini ulifanya hivyo? Onesha kwa nini unafanya hivyo, like nielezeje, ila ni kwa nini, yani kwa nini. Kwa mfano mimi nilikuwa nimefanya charity sana kabla my interview, sababu napenda. Ila ningeulizwa kwenye interview ningesema tu okay, nilifanya charity basi. Ila sababu niliongea na watu wengi in preparation of my interview, ilinisaidia nikaa ninaongea vitu vya msingi. Mfano kwenye charity tangu ambaye nilikuwa nafanya naye charity sana, he is in the US right now, anasoma computer science. Aliniambia yani express your ideas in form of stories na nini. Kwa mfano kwenye charity unaweza kumwambia ni join this organization, kwa tunatembelea vituo vya yatima. Kwa mfano tarehe fulani tulienda sehemu fulani na tukaona watoto wanavyopitia changamoto nyingi, malnutrition na shida kama hizo, magonjwa hawana. Ndio nilivyokuwa nasema hivyo, yani alivyoniambia hivyo, kwani ndio umefanya kitu fulani, lakini the way you express it, nikamwambia natamani hata ningekuwa na uwezo labda wa kumchukua mtoto mmoja nikamsomesha, lakini japo kwa kuwa financially siko vizuri, labda kumchukua mtoto hata mmoja kumsomesha, yeye anatamani kwa mfano mkinipa hapa scholarship mkanisaidia nikafikia nikatimiza malengo yangu kimaisha, na yani nitatimiza malengo yangu, nitapata pesa angalau nitarudi kuisaidia jamii yangu, kama hivyo kumsomesha hata mtoto, kusomesha watoto yatima na nini, mambo kama hayo. Kwa hiyo una link ulichokifanya, kwa nini unataka kupata scholarship, na ndio utakuja kusaidia jamii yako tena. Kwa hiyo unachukua link mambo kama hayo, sio just mentioning kwamba okay I did a charity, imekusaidia ni kwa nini umefanya. Ndio hivyo.
Thank you so much kwa huo mchango mzuri na mzito sana. So if you guys are explaining about something, make sure you are linking it to your interest and like show impact. Onyesha kitu gani umefanya ili wale admission officers waweze kuvutiwa na wewe. They want to understand more about you. How unique are you? Like unaonyesha ni kitu gani kinakufanya outstand kwa wengine wote, inaonyesha pia your uniqueness. So this is actually so helpful for you guys, and if there's any more question, please ask. Also, you can have the opportunity to contact any of the coaches and mentors in case you guys have any question, because yeah, we're helping each other. And muda unazidi kuyoyoma. Mwenye swali? Okay, I hope this session was clear, building on the session that we had yesterday. And now we're coming to an end. So I prepared like a meme here. I hope you guys can see it. So yeah, avoid jokes in your interview room. Yeah, just answer the question truthfully. And yeah, be sure you're answering the right thing that you were asked. So we're coming to an end. There are my contacts. Anytime you want to contact me, yeah, you can always have that opportunity. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for having you this evening, and bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Asante kaka.
Yeah, mbarikiwe.
Thank you.